and welcome back to Altknots. Welcome to another day here in the Yarn Dungeon where I'm all about showing the world that crochet is killer. Today we are going to go ahead and make a Tunisian crochet cup cozy. I have two of them sitting right here, both the same pattern. I just ended up putting two different patches on them because any chance that I can get to put patches on crochet, I'm gonna take that. The yarn that I'm gonna be using for this is yarn from Mace of Skeins. If you have not heard of Macy from Mace of Skeins, everything is linked down below. Go ahead and check that out. The main color that I'm using for this project is her Bloody Valentine. I could just look at this yarn all day long, honestly. And since it's hand dyed, every skein is a little bit different, so you genuinely can look at this all day long and find something different. Love it. All right, so if you're excited to make this Tunisian crochet cup cozy, grab a 5.5mm Tunisian crochet hook, a little bit of caffeine, and let's make this cozy. Starting off, we're going to attach the yarn onto our hook with a slip knot. Next, chain 16. Working into the second chain from our hook, we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and pull through a loop. Then we're going to do that all the way across. Insert your hook, pull up a loop. You can go back and count, make sure you have all 16 loops on here. And then we're going to do a return pass. So yarn over and pull through one loop. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through two loops. And that's where we're going to continue all the way across. Yarn over, pull through two loops. Yarn over, pull through two loops. Yarn over, pull through two loops. Row number 2, this very first stitch here that's already on our hook, it already counts as one, so we're going to skip that one. Then we're going to start the X stitch. So we're skipping this next vertical bar and working into that third one, we're going to insert our hook underneath that vertical bar, yarn over, pull through a loop, then working in that vertical bar that we just skipped, we're going to insert our hook behind that, yarn over, and pull through a loop. And just like the name says, it makes a nice little X here. So we're going to do that all the way across until we get to the very last one, which we're going to do an edge stitch on. For the edge stitch, we're going to turn our project sideways here, and we're going to find these two strands of yarn, and go right underneath it. So it kind of creates an X in and of itself. Go right underneath that, yarn over and pull through a loop. Now we're going to do our return pass. So same thing, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And do that all the way across. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. For rows 3 through 29, we're going to repeat everything we did for row number 2. So once again, we're going to skip this first vertical bar, and then in the third one, we're going to start our X. And just keep repeating that for rows 3 through 29 in order to build up the Tunisian cozy here. Next, grab a pair of scissors because we're going to cut this working yarn here about double the length of your actual Tunisian cozy here. Pull your hook all the way through, then attach the yarn onto a yarn needle. We're going to sew the 2 seams closed. Laying both of the open ends together, I'm using the mattress stitch in order to close it up. And once I got all the way across to that final stitch, I placed 1 knot in order to secure it. Then pull this working yarn to make sure that this line is nice and tight. Don't over pull, otherwise it's going to pucker at the end here. Then we're just going to knot the end here and weave both of these ends in. Switching to color B now, we're going to attach this onto our hook once again. And picking a spot on the top of this cozy, we're just going to attach the yarn onto the cozy. Now we're gonna do a single crochet all the way around. We're gonna start by chaining 1, and I like to go ahead and go over this tail here so I don't have to weave it in at the end. Working in this very first stitch, we're just gonna do a single crochet, pull it through, and continue to do that all the way around. Place 1 single crochet in each stitch. In order to close up the border, place 1 slip stitch in the top of the first single crochet. Grab your scissors again and cut that working yarn about 2 to 3 inches here. Yarn over, pull it through, and then weave that top end in. And then repeat that whole process on the bottom of the cozy as well. Lastly, grab your favorite patch here, and I like to attach mine with a little bit of fabric glue and then place something heavy over top of it, like a book or something, overnight. Let it sit at least for 12 hours. Let it sit, do its thing, set, and then it is all ready to use here. So like I said, quick, easy pattern here, super beginner friendly. If you ended up making it or saving it for later, let me know in the comments down below. Are you gonna make some for yourself, or are you gonna go ahead and gift them, because they make fantastic gifts as well? All right, ghouls, but that is all I have for you today. So once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me here in the Yarn Dungeon, making this killer Tunisian crochet cozy. Have a fantastically spooky day, and I will see you in my next video.